All right, everybody. We are here live tonight with Jackie Bitsavage. She completed the 6-week Metabolic Body Reset program, and I'm going to move my camera again. She completed the program, and let's get that camera. There we go. And during the 6 weeks, she lost 27.5 pounds. 3.5 inches from her waist, 3.5 inches from her hips. So she did very well on the program. We're going to really quickly see if I can invite some people to come on to this, but I don't know if it's actually going to let me. So we will move forward without that. But if you have questions during the Facebook Live, or if you're watching, just put your name in a comment. I see Mark is watching and hosting a party, watch party, which is awesome. Just put your questions in the comments, and then I will look at them. If you see me looking around, I got a bunch of different things to be able to see better. So let's turn the volume down so we don't get the feedback. I'm going to say hi to Kim, Ryan, Sydney. I'm sure your girls are watching, Jackie, right? You want to say hi to them?
They took hi, girls. They took my phone.
You want to say hi to Justin in case he catches it?
Yeah, hi, Justin.
So like I said, put your comments in. But Jackie did really, really well on the Metabolic Body Reset program. And so we're going to talk to her tonight about her journey. So Jackie, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I turned the big 50 this year. So that, I think, was one of the biggest influencers of going through this, realizing that maybe I should change something about myself. And one of our friends did that, and she lost a lot of weight, but she said she did it the really hard way. And I consider this was, just watching what you're doing. But I'm a nurse, been a nurse for, it's almost going to be 30 years now. And so I work in 12-hour shifts. So you work long shifts. And the main thing is I find it harder at work than at home with food. At home, you're busy and you're always doing something. Where at work, everybody brings in food and everybody eats lots. So that's a little hard, but yeah, going through it, doing it for 6 weeks, and then I have not stopped watching what I've been eating ever since. Had a little scare of when I began this. I went for a physical and found out my sugar was up. So being told I'm a diabetic, as my dad is diabetic, so it's a reality check. So as going through this and realizing this, my husband has lost 125 pounds, so I thought I better step up my game and not be obese anymore like I was. So it's nice he made a life change, so I thought I better start making a life change also.
So you mentioned your blood sugars were high.
Yes.
And I know you had it tested after you finished the 6 weeks. How were they then?
Back to almost near normal. So the doctor wanted me to see an endocrinologist, but he said, no, she's a first, like a type 2 diabetic, so treat her. And since I was following up with the doctor, my sugars daily, of course, when you don't eat sugar, are going to be normal. And so my sugars have been good. So she won't let me follow up with blood work for 3 more months.
Good.
The insurance won't cover it.
But you're on the right track with those numbers coming back into what's considered the normal range. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So, as a nurse, your daily life is pretty hectic when you're working. And
yes.
Getting a good meal is kind of tough, isn't it?
Always, yeah. So I always plan to bring a meal with me, on the Metabolic Reset, you don't eat breakfast, which is a challenge, but you do get used to that. And packing a meal, at least one meal out of the 2 meals to eat, I try to do that. And as everybody's like, oh, you're eating healthier now. So, which is normal. But then sometimes when you don't get out of work on time and you don't want to eat after 8:30, it's a little tough. And you want to, and I didn't realize that you have to eat within 30 minutes because I'm a picky eater to begin with. So we can get into discussing that a little bit more. But I can eat a meal for about an hour, and it's only a little meal. You're only getting 4 ounces of protein, 4 ounces of vegetable, and 4 ounces of fruit.
Right.
But then when you said you got to eat all in a half hour, I'm like, oh, jeepers, I better eat a little faster.
So tell us a little bit about, you said you're a picky eater. So how did you do it on the metabolic reset? Was it adaptable?
Yes. Yeah. You follow the books like that you gave me. You read the book from cover to cover, all 3 of them. Make sure you follow the fruits so that you don't eat the wrong fruits at the wrong time. I guess because some of them are higher in sugar, but like the salads, all I eat is plain salad, plain lettuce with the lunch meats. That's the one good thing, but putting healthy choice lunch meats on are good. And I found an ideal package that had turkey and ham in it, extra thinly sliced, that it's 7 ounces. So it's 3.5 ounces. So all you have to do is pack your salad, whatever you want, which I would just have lettuce or romaine, or now you can't have that, but whatever else, spring mix, and then put the turkey or the ham on it. And then I found dressings that are sugar-free, calorie-free, that I really enjoy. So that was simple and easy. Or the other big thing I liked about it was soups, which I still have a ton of soup left because I didn't follow the recipes. I would get a chicken, make dinner for everybody, and then whatever chicken was left, make the soup, but I would put in a whole head of broccoli and a whole head of cauliflower and cut up cabbage and green beans and take the soup and make it, and then I'd put it in baggies and then freeze it. And my husband's like, what are you doing with the food in the freezer? But that's what I had last night, and that's what I had today was quick, easy meals that they're prepared and they're ready. You can take them to work or you can just whenever. So
yeah, a lot of it is preparation.
Yes.
For how you're doing it. Like, I mean, some people like to prepare for the week.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. When I do it, I'm the next day is pretty much the preparation. But everybody's different. But there is a matter of preparation that is important.
Yeah. And like there's certain things I just don't like certain foods. Like chicken is a big thing. Then every now and rare steak, but we don't eat pork a lot. And fish or shrimp or any of that stuff, no. I'll eat like the Long John Silver's fish, but no, that's not allowed.
That's a no-no. That's a no-no in general for every time. If you're not doing this program. So like you liked making soups.
Yes.
You were pretty active with posting on our Facebook group about recipes and things you tried.
And everybody's like, what's the recipe? So I would just take my chili without the beans, make it with turkey, fresh tomatoes from the garden, and add cabbage is a free thing. So cabbage fills you up. So I would add more to it, my husband, or make like piggy soup or chili, or I actually made lasagna soup and put spaghetti squash in it, which was really good. And then I made for Christmas the faux cookies, which were made out of chickpeas, no flour, no sugar, honey, peanut butter, and you get the peanut butter with no sugar, and vanilla, and what else was it? Oh, vanilla, baking powder, and I think that was it. And after you make everything, a quarter cup of chocolate chips, which I found that was very pleasing instead of eating a big giant chocolate chip cookie.
So let's just Jackie's on the maintenance portion of the program. That's allowed now. It's not allowed during the 6 weeks, right?
Yes, that is true. And I've still been following what I normally was doing, and I'm down another almost 15 pounds on top of the 7.5.
How much have you lost total as of right now?
Over 40, though that wasn't including close. So that's probably like 40, almost 45.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
think I'm now. I got to go on the maintenance that I got to
Yeah,
maintain that without losing all constantly.
and you started this, I believe it was Labor Day.
Yes,
Yeah, not too long ago.
it just seems like yesterday, but
Yep.
standing on the scale is amazing.
Makes you feel good. Makes you, and you probably, I know myself, but when you eat on the program, so to speak, the 4 ounces of protein, the 4 ounces of vegetables, the 4 ounces of fruit, and then all the free vegetables, you're pretty full during.
Right. I never ate, well, like I said, I'm a picky eater. I never snacked. So I would only eat the 2 meals and that was it. Because
Okay.
I don't like celery. Carrots aren't allowed. Of course, you can't dip it in ranch dressing. So that, yeah, no. So I only ate my 2 meals, and you are very full, and it's amazing how much it looks small, but when you eat it and you get used to eating that, it's amazing. Like for Thanksgiving, I splurged a little bit, but like stuffing and a little bit of potatoes, but otherwise just the turkey and the vegetables. I mean, it's very filling. You are very full.
Awesome. Awesome. And we talked a little bit about the Facebook group. For people who don't know, we have a private Facebook group that are only people who do the metabolic body reset or have done the metabolic body reset. And we have a little, it's sort of a contest and camaraderie in that group, in that every 5 pounds you lose, you get to go ring a bell.
That was fun.
Fun to ring that bell, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
For just the 5 pounds, but then once it gets, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
right?
you got to go out there and
the
look for them. Interesting ones that nobody else has used.
lady today with the 40 pounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm sorry I didn't keep up with that. I should have, but.
And, that's just all of a sudden she's getting congratulations from people she's never met who are in extremely
Very
happy.
encouraging. It's nice to, you don't even meet the people, but yet it's nice just to say congratulations and I mean, you are, not that it's hard work, but you're retraining your body to do better.
Right. And that helps you with the mindset portion of it too, to wrap your head around, I'm not in this alone. There are other people out here who are going through the same weight struggle that I am, and who want to accomplish. So it's a good mindset group as
Right.
well.
And that's what, I don't know if my husband probably talked to Dave, but it's not only physical, but it is very psychological also. And that's what I'm saying. I'm starving. I'm hungry. I really want, and then that's what, I mean, drinking a gallon of water will fill you. And it's very tough in the winter, especially now that it's cold. It's hard to drink that, but I can't do the teas without anything in it. Oh, it's bad. But I still try to drink it.
That's all. Water is very, very important. So, and you also have the support. We try to keep in contact every couple of days to see
Yeah.
what you're doing from the office. That's very important to follow through and see where you're at and that you're continuing to lose. But so at the end of the 6 weeks, I sent you a questionnaire, and you checked off some boxes about some things you had changed during the 6 weeks. So I'm going to run through some of them. You said you had experienced positive comments about your weight and your appearance. Can you tell us a little bit?
Yeah, everybody at work was, wow, what did you do? I need to do that. I want to look like you. Everybody's, of course, we're all in the over 50 group. So everybody was like, some of them can afford it. Some of them can't. Some of them are just modifying their diets. But some people I haven't seen in months, and they were like, wow, I have not been at this weight, at least high school, possibly middle school. I have not fit in clothes this size in years. So you do have to go out and buy new clothes.
That's the next question I had, actually, because you had checked that off, that you had to buy new clothes.
Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I didn't want to do it for work. I had to go out and I had one pair of pants that I kept washing. I'd wear them to work, and working 3 days in a row, you're washing a lot. But I went out, and actually, surprisingly, when we went with a new uniform, the size that I wore large don't fit. And actually, if I put them on, they completely fell off. And when I went back with my daughter, I actually was shocked that I was in smalls and extra smalls, which I have not been in small and extra. I've never been in small and extra small.
That's awesome.
Shocking that I could put on a small and go, oh my God, these are baggy.
So you went from, do you mind me asking what size you were in?
Large.
Large. From a
Yeah,
large to small
like
and extra small.
12s to 14s, normal pants. And now I'm in work pants, smalls to extra small. And in jeans, I'm in 6 to 8s, which
That's
I went,
awesome.
yeah, so it's almost half of the size that I was wearing.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You also marked down that you have more self-confidence and you feel better about yourself.
You know, at work, you're always watched constantly. And you'd be a little self-conscious, like, oh boy, they're probably thinking, oh, look at how big she is, and she's worried, and we're worried about their pressure. Like, what's her pressure, So I always think about that. And like I said, when visitors are there, they're staring at you and watching you as much as they're watching their loved one, thinking, oh, what's going on. So yeah, it's at least you feel you're definitely more confident in yourself, and you're not like, oh boy, I hope they're, don't look at me, but now I have to wear, which is the only sad part, is I wear 4 shirts, a jacket, because it's so cold.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
it in the winter. So hopefully the summer it'll be good.
There's not as much insulation anymore.
Yeah.
You got rid of a lot of insulation. Yeah, absolutely. So the other thing you checked off was you had a decrease in joint and muscle pain.
Yeah, losing 25 pounds, that's still considerably, a lot of weight. You don't realize how much extra weight you are carrying with you. And I was constantly seeing Dave going, oh, my neck hurts, oh, my back hurts, oh, this hurts. I mean, it's sore, but I have to say, I pulled my knee months ago. My knee hasn't bothered me.
Awesome.
Yeah, at all, it's crazy. But the other big thing that I have, I'm going back to school. So that's another thing that consumes a lot of my time. So like you said, having the prepared meals is another good thing but usually when I'm home and I'm doing homework, I don't miss breakfast. I usually miss lunch, and then I'm trying to catch up on my meals to eat. So, but that's one thing, like you instilled, to make sure that you're eating at the same times, and I would take those drops and, wait, and then try to eat, and make sure that no eating after 8:30 or drinking or anything like that.
Nice. Very nice. So you've told us a little bit about the maintenance phase, but it sounds like it's going pretty well for you.
Yes, definitely.
And everything is still just moving forward. That's awesome, because you are about 4.5, 5 weeks post at this point.
Oh, wow. And it flies by.
Yeah.
You think that you're struggling in the 6 weeks, but before you know it, you're over, and you're like, oh, I could eat again. But then, if you're going to eat, then you could put it back on again. But hopefully, hopefully in my life and like I said, with my husband's diet, he's completely different than my diet. And as I tell everybody at work, don't eat anything white. No flour, no crackers, no wheat, no bread, none of that.
Yep. But you can reintroduce that in the maintenance phase.
Yeah.
It's not about getting rid of it for the rest of your life. It's about reintroducing, seeing what agrees with you, what doesn't agree with you, what spikes your weight, what doesn't spike your weight. So
yeah, so far I haven't maintained, and you told me to stay at that one weight, but it's still been dropping. So
okay,
hopefully I'll get up I accomplished one goal. So, well, actually the goal that I set when in the 6 weeks, and then I set a second goal of my own personal goal, and I met that, and now I got another goal.
That's really good. So who would you recommend this program to?
Anybody that wants to lose some weight. That's the main thing. If you have 20, 30 pounds you want to lose, and that's what I started at. I turned 50 and thought, I got to lose this. And then I saw that my husband lost 125 now, but I better step up my game. So I've lost, like I said, about 45 now. So it's encouraging. So anybody that, well, first of all, that can afford it. Second of all, that wants to lose the weight. Because the older you get, the harder it is to lose and to maintain keeping it off.
Well, and one of the things you said about the price, there are options. There are
you were saying
the HSA accounts, FSA accounts, depending on your personal situation, this can be covered. And as well as we work with the company that will do some financing. So, that helps out. And we have 3 different options of the program now too. When you went through it, we only had one option.
Right.
Now we have 3 different levels for people who need different things. Everybody needs something different. But I mean, you did fantastic. You're doing fantastic. Keep it up. The fact that you are in the size of clothes that you were in middle school.
Yeah.
Is awesome. That's fantastic.
My neighbor popped over and he goes, "Oh my God, look at you. You lost more weight." He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Gotta stay trim." And that was so funny today. I said, "Do I look that much so different?" And he's like, "Yeah, really."
Wow. That's great though. That's phenomenal. Yeah. Now we'll just keep it up. The holidays can be a little bit bumpy, but
Yep.
Like I posted some stuff in the Facebook group the other day about how to negotiate different parts of the holidays. So
I'll have to put out those couple recipes for the cookies.
Absolutely.
To encourage anyone else that, like you said, I guess the chickpeas aren't on the maintenance or aren't on the diet, but
correct.
No flour, no sugar.
Correct. And one of the key things about this, and you highlighted this really well, is this is not so much it's a 6-week lifestyle change that carries forward afterwards so that it's sustainable versus a quote unquote diet.
Right. It's a lifestyle change.
Absolutely.
And it's up to you what you want to maintain and how you want to keep it up. I don't want to put that weight back on again.
And so my teleprompter here, which is written in crayon by my son, says, "What are the benefits to your family?"
Oh, thank you, Ryan. That has encouraged. Well, your dad came over, Ryan, and I was so happy. You dropped off the pills. So you came over, and I'm like, "Look at our island. It is full with fruit." And you completely, like, one of the things you said is that instead of paying for groceries, and you save money on buying fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, and making making your meals. And then the girls have to adapt to our meals, but
right.
they get special little perks. But yes, it is very much improving for their diets too, because I have one picky eater that will not eat anything. I swear that grows out of the ground. And then one that eats everything and eats too much. So limiting your quantities is a big factor, and trying to encourage eating more fruits and vegetables. It won't kill you.
Absolutely. And they get the benefit of a mom with more energy and
True.
more, my kids said it, you don't fall asleep all the time when you come home from work, to me.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean that's huge. That one sentence was like the entire program was worthwhile with that one sentence.
Yeah, I can't wait for school to be done so I can focus on more exercise and doing more for myself, not alone just restricting and limiting what I'm eating. It's a whole body thing.
Right. So also I'm going to sum up what the program is. It's 6 weeks of what's called the losing phase, where there's no added exercise in, lifestyle changes during that time where we support you with some stress reduction, some mindset, and some nutritional training. There's only one supplement that goes with the program, in addition to some fiber if you need it. You're eating real food. You're not making shakes. You're not eating prepackaged food. You're eating real food, which I think is a big benefit to this.
Yeah, I think so too.
And we have on the Facebook group, we also tag when you go out to dinner, you can post a picture where you were and tag it so that if other people are traveling and they see that restaurant, they can, hey, wait, I saw that. I can go have that in there. So that works out really well. Thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome.
Sunday night of your, an hour of your time. Just keep up the good work.
Thanks.
And, you do need to say hi to Justin. He is watching now.
Hey, hi, buddy. Maybe you can give your mom a call sometimes.
Justin's in college. So, and Anna Marie, thanks for watching. Mark, thanks for watching. Again, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to write them in the comments. I'll be looking at this video tomorrow, the next day. So if you have questions, even though you're watching it on the recording, just post them. We'll be happy to answer them. I will put the link for the website for the program, the Metabolic Body Reset, in the caption. And just remember, HSA, FSA, always a possibility that it's covered.
And one other thing it's great that I did it during like August, and it's absolutely amazing when you go to put on a winter jacket that barely fit you last year and it doesn't fit. And my snow pants, I didn't realize until it snowed and I could barely fit in my snow pants last year. I put my snow pants on and they fell off. So now I got to wear a belt with them. So that's where my husband would go get a new pair. No, they're okay.
That's awesome. But it's a great feeling, isn't it?
It is. It's an amazing feeling.
It's an absolutely great feeling.
And that's one thing that my son said. He came home for Thanksgiving. He goes, you guys are like fading away. What is wrong with you two? He goes, I could barely recognize you. And I'm like, it's a complete change, and hopefully for the better, and continue doing it and keep it all off and keep it, like Ryan said, keep the family healthy also.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so I'll post the website. There's also a link on the website. If anybody has questions about whether the program would be a good fit for them, there's a link there. It pulls up my schedule. You pick a time. I'll call you. We'll talk about it for 20, 30 minutes, and then
it's well worth it.
Say again?
It's well worth it.
Thank you. Thank you. Any parting words? And then I'll let you go.
Yeah, good luck. If everybody that's still doing it in the group, good luck. Some days are tougher than others, but it's worth it as you stand on the scale.
If somebody's sitting on the fence, what would be the one words of advice you'd give them? Whether they should do it or not do it, they're going back and forth.
Do it. You won't regret it. It does make you feel better when you weigh less. It's amazing.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jackie, for your time. Appreciate it. And tell the girls and tell Mark I said hi, and Justin, I'll say hi to you too. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Thank you.